I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American contributor for Buddhist Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's Dharma talk is Busyness is Not a Virtue. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. Recently, I was outside feeding and watering our animals when I noticed how quiet and still it was outside. It was cold, so understandably, almost all of the animals I would normally see outside, rabbits, squirrels, birds, etc., were at home in their beds. But even the plants seemed to not be moving very much. Even the wind wasn't blowing. It seems like in this time of the year, all of the elements and all of the animals take a moment to rest, to conserve their energy, to move as little as possible in preparation both for the coming winter, but also the new growth that will happen in the spring and summer. And as I reflected on this, I reflected how this is something that we as humans do not do. At least not here in the West. In the West, we believe that busyness is a virtue. So we're always looking for something to do, even if it's not something that's necessarily important. We scroll on our phones while we watch TV. We make phone calls while we drive from one place to another. When we sit down to have conversations with friends, we also scroll through our phones. We always feel like we need to be doing one more thing, and we're never focused on the thing that's right in front of us. However, what I learned from my reflections is sometimes we shouldn't even be focused on the thing in front of us. Rather, we should simply be existing, resting, not focusing on anything, not trying to get anything done, just conserving and regaining our energy for the days ahead. And in much the same way that a tree, when well rested, can grow new leaves in the spring, in the same way that a squirrel, when well rested, can find nuts in the summer, we, when we take the time to rest, are more energized, more able to tackle the challenges that happen from day to day. But first, we must understand that busyness is not a virtue. That needing rest is not a flaw. Rather, if we learn to allow ourselves to sit still, much like we do when we sit on the cushion, then we will enable ourselves to tackle the challenges of each day, ending suffering for both ourselves and others. Amitabha.